G'day viewers, this is an old 10 volt transformer that I've rewound. This is actually quite a good little one. It's a German made transformer, this one. There's a brand on the bobbin there. Wiser. Came out of a vintage 1970s Nokia Philco Finland made TV. Made by Sailora or in Salo, Finland, a radio manufacturer. Previous attempts to try and get these laminations apart is just impossible. What I want to do, try and convert it to a 12 volt output. Got some copper wire here, plenty left over here. So I'm going to have to find what, don't know how much turns on the primary, or how much current it consumes, but I'm just going to do a rough estimation. So I'll use a calculator program, say it's 240 volt, and measure the core on that. That should give me the calculation how much turns I need for the secondary. Hopefully there's enough wire on there for 12 volts. It'll probably be, I don't know, 3.2 amps or 4 or 5 amps dead short circuit current, but I doubt it. But it should be good enough for something like this. Power various things like little amps, anything like that. It's quite useful. I'm not getting much out of it. I've got some bloody thick wire in there as a secondary. It's a bit hard. It's about quarter of a volt. Tiny spark there. It's about a quarter of a volt at about 3 amps. So I'll try and get this transformer apart so I can do some measurements and stuff. Okay, viewers, I got this transformer apart. It was a downright pain in the ass because this thing was very well made. This definitely would have been pulled under a high vacuum, because you can see the slight traces of varnish. Each and every one of these was stuck together completely and packed very tightly. I damaged about 10 of these, getting the bloody get it to start pulling it apart. So I went up to as I put it back together, I have to straighten some of them back out with pliers and squish them and straighten them out. Good thing is, it just has this clamp bracket. I could just hold it together tightly with that instead of varnishing it. I didn't scratch them too badly. Aim this winding. Hopefully it's not damaged. Just gonna check because I had twisted a bit to get initially to get it to start pulling apart. So I'll do a continuity test and hopefully the primary is not damaged. Okay, viewers, unfortunately I bloody damaged the primary. It's open circuit now. Bugger. You see it damaged it a tiny bit there trying to get it apart. So when I was trying to loosen the laminations, I put a bit of force on the on this bobbin. So that force was actually stretched and cracked the primary winding. It's now open circuit, unfortunately. So I've buggered it up completely. Damn it. I was interested to know how much volts I'll be getting out of this. So I think it was 2 by 6 centimeters wide. I measured that, the complete thing, when it was all the laminations are together. Then you measure that by that and put that in the program, and I think it gave me about, I think it was about 250 something turns on the secondary to give me 12 volts. So I would have needed 250 turns of that on the secondary to produce 12 volts. But now that the primary is buggered, I've ruined it completely. Oh well, it was a fun experience anyway. Let's have some more fun with this capacitor bag. There's a button cell battery there, which went flat in my digital vernier calipers, which I use to measure my transformer dimensions with. So let's pop that battery. Power on. Alright, it's charged. Whoa! I felt the power of force behind that one. Yep, that battery popped. That bloody charged it. That's one way to charge a bloody battery. Quick charge. Must have to do with the resistance or something why I get big bangs, but not quite as big direct short. Must have to do with resistance, I reckon. Yeah, slowly overloading those two brown, green and gold and the blue, orange and gold. So they're low resistance. They're overloading slowly and slowly. They're out of tolerance now. There goes that integrated circuit. To bloody hold the camera straight. Leave that there and I'll get the tripod set up, make it easier. Discharge that, safety first. I'll get my tripod so I don't have to bloody keep bloody having to look at the camera all the time. Okay, viewers, it's on the tripod now. Power on. Now I've got both hands free. There you go, one's open circuit. Jumps a gap and sparks. Let it charge up. That was a sudden bang. Yeah, need something, copper or that shot or something that can't weld. Get it off the ground. I want to touch earth because it's not isolated, it'll trip the RCD. There you go, something hit the car behind me. Part of that integrated circuit. Make sure we're still on the frame of the camera. Yep, blew the front of it off. I welded pretty good. Let it charge up. I have to wait longer for it to charge. That's better. Let it charge up. Let it charge up. Bigger, more capacitance and I've got to actually charge. The local salvage yard has a power factor collection capacitor. Stands about as high as a 44-gallon drum. Is about probably 4 or 5 inches thick. So it's a rectangle, big rectangular steel tank. It's a 5.25 microfarad, 13.8 kV. Oh, nice bang. That'll be nice to play with. The electrode standoff's been snapped off it, so it's been sitting upright for a couple of, probably almost 2 years out in the weather, so hopefully the rain, not that it rains much here, hasn't done much damage to the inside of that capacitor, and hopefully it hasn't dried out too much. It may still work. So I'll have to sit real good at the standoff and see if it works or not. I have to ask how much he wants for it. That'll be bloody fun to play with if I can get that fixed and use that for this sort of thing. And the echoes this thing creates. Keeps bloody welding itself. Try to pop this electrolytic. It's a 16 volt 2200 microfarad. And they're getting warm. There you go, heard sizzling. Got to keep pulsing it. There we go. It's gonna go pop. There we go. That's right, I'm going to pop a capacitor. Make sure it definitely goes open circuit. That was a G Luxon. LG seems to favour that brand. Now I pop the capacitor. Yeah, that was a quick discharge. They're still smoking. They're smoking another resistor there, further on down the circuit. Try and zoom in a bit. There we go. Bit of a pain in the arse, but we'll manage. Yep. Wait for that resistor to go open circuit. It should pop, but the capacitors aren't charging because it's dead short. There we go. Arcing out. Was this this capacitor bank? Too much power. Hasn't gone open circuit there. Zoom in a bit more. Yeah, now the camera's going automatically. Wonder why it does that. Yep, the capacitors are, there we go. Now it's gone short. The capacitors are still charged, so it's open, but it's discharging very slowly. Yep, still got a bloody circuit in there. Zoom out a bit. Pop to the capacitor. Well, zoom out, I'll flip this thing upside down again. There we go, now I'll pop that electrolytic. It's going to find one on the other side of the board so I can smoke them all. Blew a tracer. Maybe that's an electrolytic going up in smoke there. I think it is. Yep, hasn't discharged. Get the camera adjusted a bit. Bit of a pain in the arse, there you go. There's more there. Yeah, running out of tracks to ground now. I've blown most of them. Alright. Short that out, turn it off, unplug safety first, leave that shorted out, and put it up here on the bank. Leave that there on the bank to discharge, safety first, and I'm going to switch to one of the other transistors, or the other ICs there in that heatsink. Okay, we also just plug this back in. Pop this electrolytic. Alright, it's gone short. Let's flip it upside down now. Let's see what I'm doing here. No, I can't pop that capacitor. There we go. Big bang. Let it charge up properly, get a bigger bang. Not quite as big there though. It's better that I go through on the integrated circuit. I get a bigger bang. There you go, whole front of it blew off. The capacitor sizzling. Jeez, talking about popping the telly on. Try and flip this upside down again. There we go. Bit hard to do with one hand and the electrode, but it's better than bloody risking touching it. Be very careful with this sort of thing. It's enough power in this bank to practically kill you. Red in places. Yeah, camera won't pick up the flash. I won't be able to record bangs in slow motion because this camera just will not see the flash. I can see it, but the camera won't pick it up. Happens so quick. Big bright blue flash. That'd be nice to record on high speed mode, but yeah. There you go, blew the integrated circuit. Alright, unplug safety first, discharge. Let's have a close look at the carnage. Okay, have you also got the carnage there? Busted the cap. Popped some resistors. Blew a hole on the side of that capacitor. Didn't vent, but it blew a little tiny hole there on the side. Interesting. Interesting failure. one bulged. It's a SamWire capacitor. They just melted the top off it. You need to check what number those diodes. It's got TV written on them. TVR something diodes. Those little black ones down there. Don't know if they'll be popped now. Let's show this didn't pop. A1659A. The one behind it's got a little crack in the middle of it that did pop. Was just blown off the track, and no fun on that one. No fun on that one. The heat that was in it bloody cooked the resistor. It's a fair bit of damage there. And just blew the middle off that one here. Some more tracks that blew off the board. Another blown tracer there. Completely vaporised parts there. Another blown tracer. Scrap right a strip copper off of a PCB. Just bloody blow it up with a capacitor. Right. Cook the board there. Blew another, completely vaporised another trace there. Okay, viewers, that'll be enough for now, so thanks for watching.